carbonated beverage. Tell me when you're ready.
We're ready.
A cola carbonated beverage here at 2.5 atmospheres, somewhere deep below the sea. This you should never try at home. Shaking up your Coke, because you know what's bound to happen when you take your Coke and you open it up and it sprays all over the room. Didn't happen. Look at that. That's physics in motion right there. Archimedes' principle or Euler's law or something like that.
Yeah. Ohm's law, Pythagoras.
Ah, got a nice little fizz to it.
A squared plus B squared equals flat Coke.
One of the advantages of living under the ocean.
Hi.
Thank you.
Chris Hadfield here aboard the International Space Station. We keep busy on board the space station. Long days, lots of work, physical exercise. At the end of it, you're tired. But how do you sleep in space? In order to make it comfortable for the astronauts, originally they were going to put us all in one habitation module with sleep stations all around it. But the way a station was eventually built, we have sleep stations inside Node 2, which is in the forward part of the station, and inside the service module, which is in the aft. A total of 6 small bedrooms, sleep stations, or sleep pods. And inside each one is just a sleeping bag tied to the wall. You might think it's uncomfortable not having a mattress and a pillow, but without gravity, of course, you don't need anything to hold you up. You can just completely relax. And you don't even need a pillow. In space, you don't even have to hold your head up. So you can relax every muscle in your body, and your arms float up in front of you. Your head tips forward. But before I go to sleep, I gotta put on my pajamas, because I have space jammies. I'll be right back. Great. I'm in my super comfy Russian full-length pajamas. Nice for when you have to get up in the middle of the night, and ready to go to bed. I'll show you where I sleep. This is my sleep station, my sleep pod. This is where I spend up to 8 hours every day, here on board the space station. It's actually on the floor, but once you're inside, you just can't tell.
Fur.
That stuff is flat.
It's just so.
That stuff is flat.
It's just so.
That stuff is flat, flat, flat.
Monsieur, this is Thomas on board the space station. I read you loud and clear. How do you read me?
Bonjour.
Thomas.
Bonjour Thomas.
Hello, Thomas. We cannot let our tools escape, for example, with the microphone escape. Otherwise, you'll find it in a people at the control center who follow this. There's a tremendous database.
Bonjour, Thomas.
Hello, Thomas.
How is a tool?
So we run on a wall like this, not here in Columbus, but in another module. We have a weekend. We'll have our first video conference. So I'm hoping to show them around the ISS a little.
Help you to acclimate to the ISS. How does the day pass in the ISS?
Alors la journée type.
And we'll see you soon.
Stay.
Boeing Starliner. Look at the window pop out. You see that? That's hilarious. Let's play it again. Boeing's got some problems. I wouldn't on their planes much less fly on their rocket. Quality of that rocket.
You know, I should go up to the Dallas Flat Earth Symposium and shoot a report. That would be entertaining and interesting because I want to be convinced of this, and then I'm going to be the one that, like, gets the plane during the summer, and then we just fly across Antarctica and to the other side and debunk all this forever.
That'll never happen.
It'd be a top History Channel, Discovery Channel show.
I'll put $1,000 on right now. I'll put 1 Bitcoin on right now, Alex Jones, that you do not do that.
I'll double that.
1 Bitcoin.
Okay, I'm going to reach out. We'll have to fly down to Chile. We'll have to get the expedition, and we're going to fly across Antarctica to the other side, and then you're going to say it's fake.
Tell even one word.
Yeah, I just wanted to jump in here. I think make a couple of comments to just follow up on what Josh said. And my experience of flying, over 15,000 hours, 30-something years in airplanes and both in space, pretty challenging environment to work in, especially at night. And in my experience, the sensors kind of have the same issues as the people's eyeballs.
It's unsettling! Get out!
Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself.
Baba, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. 1 ball.
Two astronauts
following a breaking news alert now, NASA just announced there is no return date for astronauts stuck in space. Blake Easton is at the WKRN.com alert desk to explain what's going on here.
Hey, good morning to you, Nikhil. Yeah, very scary situation unfolding there. So after a month, still no answers for the 2 astronauts there, one of whom is from Mount Juliet. Officials say test pilots Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams will remain at the International Space Station until engineers can sort out the problems with the Boeing capsule. The pair were supposed to visit the orbiting lab for about a week and return mid-June. But consistent problems on the flight, they have remained in space. NASA says they're not prepared to announce a return date as of right now. For breaking news around the clock.
To see them as well. Okay, we're about to have a reboost.
And while Boeing's Starliner did successfully deliver its 2 astronauts, their mission just got a whole lot longer.
What started as an 8-day expedition has turned to a rescue mission.
NASA's announced this morning 2 American astronauts will have to wait another 6 months to come home after being left stranded on the International Space Station.
You say, well, it's easy, right? No, it's not. So before we look at that, right, we're going to look at, this is some paintings by Vincent. Now, let's look at this. There's Horizon. There's Polaris. This person's in the northern hemisphere, right?
feeling cold. Yeah, down my soul, yeah.
And the sun.
Said I can't explain, I'm feeling good, yeah, yeah, but dizzy in the head and I'm feeling
Access
bad.
still to 23.
Things you said have got me real mad. Get
Dolores is directly
again and
above
again.
Access.
I know what it means, but can't explain. I think it's love trying to say to you when I
Your
feel
camera
blue,
is pointed
but I
upward.
can't explain.
You could only film that
Hear what
footage.
I say, girl. Dizzy in the head and I'm feeling bad.
If you were near the
Said it
equator.
got me real bad. Get funny dreams again and again. I know what it means, but I can't explain. I think it's love trying to say to you
And we're
when
going to
I
prove it in
feel
another
blue,
way.
but I can't explain.
We're going to add another element to this.
Yeah, hear what I say, girl.
You cannot see the horizon if you're in the northern hemisphere and you're pointing your camera up towards the stars, towards Polaris. How are we going to put it another way? What else do you see in this image?
Things you said have got me real mad. Get funny dreams again and
So,
again. I know what it means, but I can't explain. Think it's love try to say to you when I feel blue, but I can't explain. Yeah, hear what I say, girl. Said I can't explain it. Drive me out of my mind. I'm the worried kind, babe. Yeah, 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 but I can't explain.
The title of this video is called
Take your leave, so long. Take your leave, so long. Take your leave, so long. Take your leave. Take your leave, so long. Take your leave, so long. Take your leave, so long. Take your leave.
Things have been going amazing, and I know this is only our third date, but I wrote you this song.
I've never had a guy write me a song before. This is so sweet.
I'm not like other guys. I think the angels rejoice and they sing if you just smile. And I think that I've eyes to see. I get lost in your eyes more than once in a while.
You're so romantic.
I think if the stars in the sky could be numbers, the only way you truly see. I think that the earth is flat, yes, I hope you do too. Will you be with me?
Wait, what?
I said, will you be with me?
No, you said the earth is flat?
Baby, I mean, is that all you took away from everything I just said to you?
Oh, baby, no, it's just, I don't think...
Wait, here comes the chorus. Do you at least think that the whole moon landing was a hoax? Do you know that Jack Parsons and L. Ron Hubbard were close?
Who are they?
Do you think that they made a bet who could start a bigger cult?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Baby, it's a love song. Listen to it with your heart. I think your beauty is endless, and I think you really shouldn't trust Neil deGrasse Tyson. I feel like I love you, but does it really feel like we're spinning 1,000 miles per hour right now? No.
But I mean...
Your eyes look like CDs vibrating while they're underwater, 'cause that's what stars really look like. Your eyes look like CDs vibrating while they're underwater. Do you think that astronauts...
No!
Close your eyes.
For us to keep our gas pressure, because look at how hard the pressure wants to go fill that empty space, right? So they do 6 to 8 foot thick walls to keep their little vacuum chamber from imploding. And these tank cars, you can see them implode. That's the power of the vacuum next to air pressure.
And we didn't have things like samplers in those days and stuff like that.
I'm beginning to feel a little manipulated somehow. Think about it, will you? Thanks.
Pan tam był. Czy Ziemia rzeczywiście jest kulą zawieszoną w kosmosie?
Jest płaska. Tak jak oczekują i nie spodziewałem się co prawda tego pytania, ale zapewniam pana, że jest płaska.
Generał Mirosław Hermaszewski, jak dotąd pierwszy i ostatni Polak, który odbył lot orbitalny. Dziękuję serdecznie za rozmowę.
Dzięki. Dziękuję, kłaniam się.
I say that the world is round and someone else says it's flat. That's worth reporting.
Should we still debate whether the Earth is flat?
Like they used to think the sun went around the Earth. Everybody say that's scientist. Well, he's so smart.
Until other science refuted it.
Right, but back then, like everybody at that time thought that guy was smart. Why at this time do we think that the Earth goes around the sun?
There's been overwhelming science that the Earth was flat.
Close your eyes and just pay attention. Crazy idea. For example, pay attention. For example, pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Go ahead. Pay attention. For example, pay attention. Not on our mission, but crazy idea. Pay attention. The back of your eye. Pay attention. In my eye. In my eye.
Flat Earth Society. Flat Earth Society.
Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite! Got a feeling inside, sudden again and again. I know what it means, but I can't explain. I think it's love, try to say to you when I feel blue, but I can't explain. Yeah, hear what I say, girl. Dizzy in the head and I'm feeling bad. Things you said have got me real mad. Get funny dreams again and again. I know what it means, but I can't explain. I think it's love, try to say to you when I feel blue, but I can't explain. Yeah, hear what I say, girl. Said I can't explain it, drive me out of my mind. I'm the worried kind, babe. Yeah, but I can't explain.
You looked around at this flat, beautiful land? 2 millimeters above this beach ball. You just don't. That stuff is flat.
Applied to Cornell University. What the heck? And I got in. I don't know. It's just like some sort of clerical error. Let's talk about circles today. Specifically,
if you see the curve, complete the circle. If the curve, complete circle.
I recently got this David's Natural Toothpaste recyclable metal tube. That is really cool. And it comes with this little key to help you push the toothpaste out so you don't waste any. Really cool, thoughtful things. That key is really easy to use. You just slide it right onto the tube and then you just simply twist it to get your toothpaste out. Really cool, simple system. Found with other natural toothpaste that my teeth feel fuzzy by the end of the day, but with this, 8 hours later, my teeth still feel great. If you're looking for a great natural toothpaste that does the job and is free of any nasty chemicals, this toothpaste stood the test and I will keep using it. Highly recommend.
We have an important update on a story our investigative team has been following for years. The city of Buffalo is now working to restore fluoride into the water supply.
2 News Side Investigates Charlie Speck joins us now. He's in the studio with this new development. Charlie?
Scott and Mary Ellis, it's been 20 months since my reporting revealed that the city of Buffalo quietly stopped adding fluoride to its water. And while we've heard promises and deadlines that have been broken by city officials before, this appears to finally be the week that fluoride will flow in the Queen City's water once again. It took 9 years, a lawsuit from a group of Buffalo parents, and pressure from area dentists and the Buffalo Common Council. But finally, starting Tuesday, fluoride will flow in Buffalo's drinking water once again.
This is a major milestone for us. This has been a day that we have been waiting for. In January, we indicated to everyone when we received approval of our design drawings that we would have this done by the summer. And even though today is not the summariest day, we've had a great week.
Usually a truck delivery to the Colonel Ward pumping station on Buffalo's west side is not so dramatic. But the truck you see arriving at the Porter Avenue water plant was celebrated Monday because it marked the end of a construction project that will put fluoride in the water for the first time since 2015. The city stopped adding fluoride to its water 9 years ago when it tried to switch from a powder to a liquid system. But the city did not do much to announce it publicly until my reporting discovered the oversight. Parents of city children then filed a class action suit against the water board, seeking damages for dental surgeries their children were forced to undergo.
There's many stories of young children who have, ended up in Children's Hospital needing immediate emergency dental surgery.
Water Board Chairman O.J. McFoy, who was appointed by Mayor Byron Brown, was asked Monday whether he owed residents an apology for not notifying the city that the water was not fluoridated for several years.
Again, we take our public health responsibility seriously. We have done our due diligence as we switched over processes.
McFoy did not directly answer that question, but Corp says that, quote, irreparable harm has already been done. And this news will not stop that lawsuit from moving forward.
From that perspective, certainly the damage has been done. And, the lawsuit continues apace.
That doesn't seem to worry McFoy.
We'll vigorously and aggressively defend every decision that we've made here because we know that we are on the side of public health.
Now, you may recall earlier this month when a Two on Your Side investigation revealed McFoy kept an extensive travel schedule while the city was missing those deadlines to fluoridate the water. McFoy has declined to sit down with me and address this issue, but we're told by officials close to the mayor that may change later this week. On Your Side, live in Buffalo, Charlie Speck, Channel 2 News.
Uses chemicals like fluoride, a super toxic man-made version of fluoride. It eats through concrete, glass, stainless steel, and it causes a lot of bad things like cancer and brain damage. The problem was that fluoride was too expensive to dispose of in a responsible way. So what did this company do? They piped it into the air and dumped it in the river. It was the 1930s after all, no one cared. So they poisoned our air and water supply for decades. When people started to notice all the terrible side effects, this company was about to be drowned in lawsuits. But then they did something genius. They pushed the narrative that fluoride is good for your teeth. It prevents cavities, which is why today the government puts fluoride in our water supply free of charge. Click the link in the pinned comment to watch the video on the evil history of fluoride.
Today's ad from 1958. Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. Your kid went to the dental clinic all on his own. Yeah, imagine that. And guess what? No cavities. Yep, no cavities. And how did this and your clean-cut American boy manage this? Crest toothpaste. Yes, Crest. With a secret ingredient that prevents cavities, Fluoristan. And for the past 4 years, Crest has been not only saving Americans' teeth, but also freshening their mouth and sweetening their breath. Get your Crest toothpaste today.
NASA has gone to great lengths to develop that ignorance level. You can see that for yourself. The reason is the moon program was fake news, just like Star Trek. I'm not an authority on this, but I see no evidence for it. And your friends who believe in NASA, you can outwit them. You will be ahead of them because you will not waste energy running around.
We leave you much that is undone. Can remove one of truth's protective layers.
And now some of us laugh at outer space.
I feel like I don't want to dispute the research, but I feel like that does not smell like space.
Well, I don't know. You've never been to space.
This is true. She said it's interplanetary. It's
raspberry rum.
But I think the goal is, a lot of people want to live in outer space.
We are told that the Earth is a sphere with a radius of 3,959 miles. Using this value, we can calculate the overall circumference, as well as the rate of geometric curvature decline relative to a standing observer. The commonly used formula for surface decline is 8 inches times the distance in miles squared. Over 10 miles, the chart looks like this. Using these measurements, we can establish physical markers to scale over the surface of water on the mile. The expected rate of decline is marked in the inverse. On a sphere, the point markers deliver a tangent to the curved surface established from the middle position. On a plane, the surface of the water is tangent to the inverted curvature of the globe math. The position markers reveal a slow curve that touches the water in the middle. based on observations such as this one, viewing 8 miles on a frozen lake, and this laser test at 21 miles, it can be seen that the following viewing ranges are practical. Mark a central location to the waterway to assign as the 0 point. Travel away from the center, marking each mile with a vertical post. The top of each post should be set at the height of the expected to climb relative to the original position. The 5th mile is marked with a post that rises 16.67 feet from the surface of the water. The posts must form a perfectly straight line when seen from above. The resulting series of markers can be viewed, photographed, and video recorded from many angles and distances. Viewing from either end is a priority observation. More geomarkers can be added at the half-mile and then at quarter-mile intervals. Under incredible circumstances, where funding is plentiful, the position markers could be connected with a cable system, which could potentially be lit with LED lights. I've discussed these ideas in some more detail in a free PDF available at postgalactic.com. Thank you.
But yeah. You actually think that?
I think there is a less than 0 possibility that we did not go to the moon.
Oh, my gosh.
I know. Why do you think we went to the moon?
Because it's exactly what you just said about, well, there's a lot of reasons, but the main thing is what you just said about the Earth. The vastness of the conspiracy that would be required to fake that, it's so vast that it's a lot more incredible to believe that we faked it than to believe that we just went. And going to the moon, it's a massive achievement, but I think the greatest human achievement of all time. But even so, to fake it would be even more massive, because not only would you need all of these space agencies and all the different whatever people in American institutions to be colluding, but you'd also need foreign governments, including adversarial foreign governments, who at this point certainly would know we faked it, and for some reason haven't blown the lid on it. So they're letting us take this achievement that they know. Like, why haven't the Russians come out and said
all those things you're saying are true?
Right.
I don't argue with any of the things you're saying, but one of the things that I think you have to consider was, if it's not possible for human beings to safely go through the Van Allen radiation belts and out into deep space without much protection, and face the temperatures that are on the surface of the moon, which get up to 250 degrees and 250 degrees below zero in the shadows. There's no environment there. It's hostile beyond belief. Micrometeorites are flying into the moon all the time. They're flying through space all the time. We've never had a single biological organism go out into deep space, past the Van Allen radiation belts, and then come back to Earth and come back alive, except human beings during the Apollo mission.
I am red, Debbie. May I remind you? May I remind you? radio, megaphones on cars, summons from the street of shame, bottle talking bars, posters in suburbia, experts on TV. Don't let them disturb you, they're just the powers that be.
This is weird. Are you guys familiar with the Mir space station? You remember the Mir space station? Yeah! 5 of you? Okay. Plans to turn the Mir space station into a hotel in space. Okay? And guests can request 2 types of rooms, either smoking or exploding. Either one.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap So, I guess you want to do it again.
The singling out of the one and only Jewish state continues to be a moral stain on the United Nations. It has made this once respected institution contemptible in the eyes of decent people everywhere. But for the Palestinians, this UN House of Darkness is home court. They know that in this swamp of anti-Semitic bile, there's an automatic majority willing to demonize the Jewish state on anything. In this anti-Israel flat earth society, any false charge, any outlandish allegation can muster a majority. In the last decade, there have been more resolutions passed against Israel in this hall at the UN General Assembly than against the entire world combined. Actually, more than twice as many. Since 2014, this body condemned Israel 174 times. Flat Earth Society Flat Earth Society.
If you know, you know. 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 If you know, you know.
This world is not what you think it is.
Study and erudition.
Nobody has to know. Just us three.
It just doesn't seem right. I'd have to say no.
said, what'd you do? I said, well, I stayed up for 3 days and 3 nights. And
Homer, a man who called himself you-know-who, just invited you to a secret wink-wink at the you-know-what. You certainly are popular now that you're a stonecutter.
Oh, yeah. Beer bust, beer blast, keggers, Steinhoist, AA meetings, beer night. It's wonderful, Marge. I've never felt so accepted in all my life. These people look deep within my soul and assign me a number based on the order in which I joined.
Who controls the British crown? Who keeps the metric system down? We do. We do. Who keeps Atlantis off the maps? Who keeps the Martians under wraps? We do. We do. Who holds back the electric car? Who makes the Gutenberg a star? We do. We do. Who robs fish of their sight? Who rigs every Oscar night? We do. We do.
We don't have time for a meeting of the Flat Earth Society.
Wild, and seeing that drone video, it almost looks fake from above. Of course, that's not the case.
Science. Now, if you have a claim that can't be tested, that's what we call pseudo-science.
Science. Now, if you have a claim that can't be tested, that's what we call pseudoscience.
Like once we're told, our knee is our knee of a point bounty monsters in here.
The reason I'm bringing that up is because this is where 4 out of 6 of us sleep. But you know, you can sleep. The reason I'm bringing that.
I mean, you can't go around saying the world is flat and still do commerce.
We don't have time for a meeting of the Flat Earth Society.
Shows you that it's very dangerous conditions out there.
The storm's footprint, massive. You can see it from the satellite there in space.
You don't see the curvature of the Earth. You just don't. That stuff is flat.
In the United States, and for the international order that we have worked for generations to build. Ordinary men and women are too small-minded to govern their own affairs. That order and progress can only come when individuals surrender their rights to an all-powerful sovereign. Ordinary men and women are too small-minded to govern their own affairs.
They own all the important land. He got you by the balls. They own and control the corporation. He got you by the balls. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate. He got you by the balls. The Congress, the state houses. He got you by the balls. City halls, they got the judges in their back pocket. He got you by the balls. And they own all the big media, all the big media companies. He got you by the balls. So they control just about all of the news and information. He got you by the balls.
You don't know if it's part of the show. Welcome to the show. If you don't know, part of the show. And they teach you to reach for the stars while they clean up the bars and keeping you chained down with mortgage bills and cars. Vaccines for your arms, kids sounding like supercharged. Caffeines and hate-filled scars and rage-quit repertoires. No answers for yards, caught up in emotion that's not even yours. Impossible truths like impeccable retards, lined up for your serving dish Gallagher wars. No remedy can save the lost, in love with the arm. I'm tired of walking into refracted shards. Poor science displayed by disgusting bards. Soaked in sin with your dupe is the light and a new hand of cards. Been so long, seems like for love I'm just too hard, I'm just too hard, that's it. Welcome to the show. We
makes you believe you're spinning in space while you have no shame or grace. It's a disdainful state I used to contemplate how to save myself from my own self-hate. Wonder why I was even made with a dreadful fate, forced to try and awake with a full plate. No one to help me stay awake or educate. I got to liberate and fight through hidden gates. But my brother, heaven could never be late, and rockets don't work in space. It's all fake. The show is on Mars, it's a joke, but you're too far gone, it won't be long. Fair base beak is strong. We have our sun and we march along like streams of knowledge leading to God's holy pond. And lives of truth that hits the bong, it sings the song, it turns mankind from the wrong. We come in peace with a holy gown, and all of us wearing our holy crowns. So the earth is flat and we probably just won't get along. Just to go along, I said, welcome to the show. We all know if it's part of the show. Welcome to the show. If you don't know, you don't know. Show. Welcome to the show. If you don't know, it's part of the show. Then they teach you to reach for the stars while opening up the bars and keeping you chained down with mortgage bills and cars. Vaccine for your arms, kids sounding like supercharged. Cathletes and hate-filled scars, and rage quit repertoires. No answers for yards, caught up in emotion that's not even yours. Impossible truths like incredible retards, lined up for your sordid gish gallon wars. No remedy can't save the lost with love with the arm. I'm tired of walking into refracted shards, poor science displayed by disgusting bards. Soaked in sin with the dupe is the light and a new hand of cards. Been so long it seems like for love I'm just too high, I'm just too high. What the fuck, man?
3, 2, 1, ignition. 3, 2, 1, ignition. Right away, Houston. Vector good. Ag start.
I go to the moon in a nanosecond. We don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to because we destroyed that technology and destroyed that technology and destroyed that technology.
Of the ocean, done by big trucks
and bigger trucks. GMC 4x4, 2x4, and a 5x8.
This is a video uploaded and taken by Inquisitor Gideon, who captured this footage of the flat Earth about 21 miles up. I wanted to talk about this video real quick because it is verifying what you smart people out there already know and what you dumb people out there should know. As you can see, 21 miles up and it's still eye level, which can't happen on a ball. And if you can't comprehend that, well then you need to get your life together or something. On top of the flat eye level horizon, I wanted to talk more about the sun and how small it is and its close local distance to us. You might have to zoom in or put your face close to the screen, but if you look closely under the sun on the quote edge unquote of the horizon, you can see a highly concentrated lit up area of light which doesn't take up the rest of the horizon to the left and to the right of it. What is this, you ask? Well, it's a concentrated hotspot of light, proving the sun's close distance and small size. This would be impossible if the sun were over 90 million miles away and was over 109 times the size of Earth. So, flat earthers just enjoy this footage, and globe earthers keep on crying. No one cares about you cavemen. Hope you enjoyed. Take care, guys. Bye.
Just don't. That stuff is flat.
Scientists wrote that the Earth is flat.
That stuff is flat.
How dare you?
The sky looks bluer than I ever seen before, but something's not quite right up above this dome, I'm sure. Those clouds don't move like the TV tells me they do. Something ain't adding up, it's all too good to be true. I'm waking up to the truth. The sky's a lie, it's all a global's ruse. Their tricks won't fool me anymore, you'll see. My eyes are open wide to the secrets up on high. I spotted balloons just lingering in place, and watched the moon go by, put on its steady pace. The stars form defeat shapes in my book of nights. It's clear as day, it's time to say it right. From fate to real, the veil's been lifted from my mind. The sky's bluer than anyone's ever seen for sure, but these cloud patterns don't line up with what they indoctrinate. The fluffy blobs just float around, all random light nobody else notices. It's driving me bonkers mentally. I'm waking up, my eyes are open wide for truth. This firmament of hoax designed to screw humanity. The real sky's nothing like the fake they put on show. I know, cause I decrypted that formations don't make logical sense. If they think we will crack their deception, but we got them on call. The veil be lifted, I finally got vision clear. The lies have been exposed far and near. They project this phony landscape, for this was God's bluer than anyone's ever seen for sure. But these cloud patterns don't line up with what they've indoctrinate. The fluffy blocks just float around, all random light. Nobody else notices. It's driving me bonkers mentally. I'm waking up, my eyes are open wide for truth. This firmament's a hoax designed to show humanity. The real sky's nothing like the fake they put on show. I know, cause I depicted that code long time ago. Nothing drones just chilling up there in one place. And seeing that fake rock moon through the switchback faces. The star formations don't make logical sense. If all they think we won't crack their deception, but we got them on call. The veil be lifted, I finally got vision clear. The lies have been exposed far and near. We project this phony landscape, for this was God's bluer. A little bit lifted, I finally got vision clear. The lies have been exposed far and near. They project this phony landscape for their twisted plans. But my lyrics will blow the lens clear off from all the planet's land. So the streets they come in. They project this phony landscape for their twisted plans.
Today I'm going to prove the whole world that the Earth is flat.
You don't see the curvature of the Earth. You just don't. That stuff is flat.
The East India Trading Company has need of your services. We wish for you to act as our agent in a business transaction with our mutual friend, Captain Sparrow.
More acquaintance than friend. How do you know him?
We've had dealings in the past, and we've each left our mark on the other.
What mark did he leave on you?
By your efforts, Jack Sparrow was set free. I would like you to go to him and recover a certain property in his possession.
Recover? At the point of a sword?
Bargain. Letters of marque. You will offer what amounts to a full pardon. Jack will be free, a privateer in the employ of England.
Somehow I doubt Jack will consider employment the same as being free.
Freedom. Jack Sparrow is a dying breed. The world is shrinking. The blank edges of the map filled in. Jack must find his place in the new world or perish. Not unlike you, Mr. Turner. You and your fiancée face the hangman's noose.
So you get both Jack and the Black Pearl?
The Black Pearl?
The property you want that he possesses.
A ship? Hardly. The item in question is considerably smaller and far more valuable. Something Sparrow keeps on his person at all times. A compass. Ah, you know it. Bring back that compass, or there's no deal.
These astronauts wanted to hold their own Olympics in space. This photographer stabilizes his camera to rotate with the Earth. That is the end of this video very soon.
Becky, look at this Earth. It is so flat. It looks like a gigantic frisbee, but you know, who understands those flat earthers anyway?
Goals are for your time on orbit, and what responsibilities and jobs are going to be yours when you're up there?
Well, I'm one of the science guys, and I'm one of the repair guys. And fortunately, there's lots of science and lots of repair to do on station, so that will certainly keep us all busy.
Presentation of lunar surface. This here is what your moon looks like. Oh. Take a picture of me standing on the moon. Oh, that ain't really the moon. We don't have to tell anybody.
My opinion is the Earth is flat. Just so few people want to believe it. It's flat. I've been there. It's flat. And I want to assure your audience those things are true. My opinion is the Earth is flat. Just so few people want to believe it. It's flat. I've been there. It's flat. And I want to assure your audience those things are true.
If a 5 or 6 year old asks why the moon is round or why grass is green, the usual adult answer, at least in my experience, is to discourage the child. Say, what shape did you expect the moon to be? Square? Or what color did you expect the grass to be? Blue? Instead of saying that those are interesting questions, let's try to find out the answer, or maybe nobody knows the answer, and when you grow up, you'll be able to discover the answer. It would be very healthy for the human species if there were less discouragement and more scientists.
No, he's not. At that height, you don't see the curvature of the Earth if you are 2 millimeters above this beach ball. You just don't. That stuff is flat.
Take a look at the ingredients on the toothpaste you use every single day. You might be a little surprised. America's favorite? You're always going to see something, know what's in your toothpaste because you put it in your mouth twice a day.
This is the moment you've been waiting for.
It's true.
What?
The Earth is flat.
The map is finished, sir. Just the way I imagined it.
The Earth is flat.
First, her violin had to hold up inside a vacuum chamber
to mimic the rigors of space.
What about just playing inside the capsule?
Like when you hold a violin, you can use gravity to keep it on your shoulder. I don't know how much of that I can control or adjust and use pressure from my fingers to hold it in place.
Finally, the big moment. The orchestra had assembled in Los Angeles. Groups of child musicians played from around the world.
The loading platforms of turbines 5 and 6 should not be visible from Dr. John's position. The tide marks on all 6 turbines will all be obscured by the horizon.
They say the world's a globe, but the evidence doesn't cut it. They just give us cartoon pictures and everyone seems to love it. But the Earth's a level plane, whether or not you want it. Take a look and do your research, I bet that you can't debunk it. $23 billion, that's a hell of a fucking budget. Just to lie to everyone and successfully fool the public. If you wanna break away from your destiny as a puppet, then research flat Earth, but don't be upset when you can't debunk it. They really can't prove their theories. Come and get on my level. Something's fishy, these fools are shifty. Come and get on my level. They can't trick me, their lies are silly. Come and get on my level. It's a pity they treat us cheating. Come and get on my level. Hurry quickly, we must get busy. Come and get on my level. Yeah, it's risky, but just stick with me. Come and get on my level. Can you hear me? Please don't be dreary. Come and get on my level. Don't be whipping, you people really need to get on my level.
Cannot do better than this. This is Mother Nature.
Flat horizon.
The camera tripod is placed into position. The center of the camera lens will be 3.5 foot, just over 1 meter from sea level.
Let's talk about circles today.
Here in the studio, because we're so far away, as Dr. Jones was describing, we felt not the primary wave, but the secondary wave, which made it feel for us here a little bit more of a kind of a rolling motion. It wasn't actually until I looked up at one of our lights here in the studio, saw it shaking. The lights, the TVs that are above us, they shook for quite a while. Even as we got on the air and we're talking about it, you could still see the TVs kind of shaking back and forth. So different feelings for everybody. What was also interesting in this one,
it was going like that, bro, and then I was like, we looked at the cameras, there was no one in the back, and obviously we see the front. We're like, what? And the phones, they started ringing, and I'm like, oh, it makes sense, bro. I was like, it was I was in the bathroom actually in school, and like the toilet like was like weird, like going like this.
And Joanna, what about you?
I have, but honestly, it wasn't as bad as it was today. I mean, like literally how he was saying, like the car was moving. It was funny because he was like, I was about to step out. It's crazy though. It was a lot stronger today. I will say that.
We reached out to the store clerk to see if he wanted to share his experience, but understandably, they were not ready to talk. A lot of people are anxious tonight after feeling the earth move around them.
4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Full power. And liftoff. Crew 9. Go SpaceX. Go Falcon. Go NASA.
Liftoff of Crew 9 now sorting to the International Space Station.
1 Alpha. 3.4. Copy. 1 Alpha.
Next up, we heard the engine chill on the second stage MVAC engine has begun, and then we will have MECO, or main engine cutoff.
Stage separation confirmed. Stage 2 Alpha. MVAC ignition. Copy. 2 Alpha.
With that, we have had confirmation of MECO, stage SEP, and the ignition of our MVAC engine on board stage 2.
Green copy. Nominal trajectory.
That entry burn is, of course, followed by the landing burn.
When there's crossed ideas, twisted fear, chosen
H2, FTS rotation.
We're also, of course, going to get ready for that nose cone opening, which will allow Dragon to dock with the International Space Station about 28 hours from now.
Dragon SpaceX, Dragon separation confirmed.
There.
And freedom copies, good separation.
Standing by for undocking, and there it is.
11:20, 36:20, separation is confirmed.
Physical separation confirmed. The Soyuz MS-25 is free of its mooring.
Please.
Expedition 71 is in the history books. Expedition 72 officially underway.
So the interface surface is clean. Copy.
Спасибо. MS-25. Спасибо. Спасибо.
Thank you. And we wish you successful landing. Thank you, Alexei. All those guys who are on the station, thank you so much. And see you on the ground.
way down in Columbus, Georgia. Lord, I wish I was back in Tennessee. Way down Columbus Stockade. Oh, friends, turn their back on me. Go and leave me if you want to. Never let me cross your mind. In your heart you love another, or leave me, darling, I don't mind.
Line of work, you gotta keep repeating things over and over and over again.
Many nights
for the truth to sink in.
you I ramble,
You gotta catapult
honey,
the propaganda.
countless hours with you I spent.
Propaganda.
I thought your love and mine was gone forever. Yes, but I see it was only land. Go and leave me if you want to. Never let me cross your mind. In your heart you love another. Oh, leave me, little darling, I don't mind. Oh, late last night when I was sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms. But when I awoke, I was mistaken, yes, 'cause I was still behind these old jailhouse bars. So leave me if you want to, yes. Never let me cross your mind. In your heart you love another. Leave me, darling, I don't mind.
Time a man named Copernicus, him said the sun not the earth is the real focus. Son of Satan, them say him a heretic, but him never back down, him never quit. Copernicus, the man with the vision, placing the sun at the center of creation. Science, please, you know the truth. Earth insignificantly in the cosmic suit. Expertly and completely him show the way. The universe it a spin and a sway. In calculations and observations, revolutionize the world, change perceptions. Copernicus, the man with the vision, placing the sun at the center of creation. Science, please, you know the truth. Earth insignificantly in the cosmic suit. Him work hard, him never give up, even when them call him a disruptive pop. But him legacy live on, forever strong. In the reggae vibes we sing this song. Copernicus, the man with the vision, placing the sun at the center of creation. Science, please, you know the truth. Earth insignificantly in the cosmic suit. Give thanks to Copernicus, the great polymath. Him teaching shine bright in the aftermath. Sun-centered universe, we have to embrace. In the rhythm of life, let's find our place. Listen of that church, yeah, yeah. Make God's creation a disgrace. Worship that sun, Copernican. Nicolaus Copernicus. Ooh. Ooh.
a fashion photographer on assignment.
Okay, great.
A man of wealth who lives through books.
How's knows everything? Got a question to ask you.
I seem to retain all these facts, but putting them to any useful purpose is another matter.
Forced into an uneasy alliance on unfamiliar territory. New adventure thriller, The Edge.
You've got to know how to survive. I'm not gonna die. It's today.
What town, sir?
What town? Why, that's easy. Now there's the whole flat world as we know it.
Postafazul. She's around, she's a firm, she's a fully packed, she's around like my head. She's flat like your head.
Comments are still headed.
What else is on?
Yeah, let's see what else is. Coming to you now from the largest studio ever constructed, it's The Truman Show!
Yeah! Good morning!
Good morning.
Oh, and in case I don't see you.
Why do you think that Truman has never come close to discovering the true nature of his world until now?
We accept the reality of the world with which we're presented. It's as simple as that. He was absolutely determined to discover the truth. There's no way we could prevent him. Ultimately, Truman prefers his cell.
Why my eyes, sir? You've never used them before. Why my eyes, sir? You've never used them before. Why my eyes, sir? You've never used them before. Welcome to the real world.
Science of water is it's always level. The Earth is 70% water. We should be able to find curvature in the ocean. On land, land is uneven. You really can't, it's unpredictable land. You really can't measure curve correctly. But in the ocean, we're 75%
water, there should be, if the water is curved, it curves at a certain consistent rate.
Well, we all know you can find fluoride in your toothpaste or mouthwash, but it's also in our water, and soon there may be less fluoride in our drinking water. 41 Action News reporter Lisa Benson is live in the newsroom with the changes we'll soon see at home.
Well, for the first time in over 50 years, public drinking water recommendations are changing. The new standard of 0.7 milligrams per liter replaces the old recommendation of between 0.7 and 0.12 milligrams. In light of today's announcement, the Kansas City Water Department will adjust their water treatment process. Their average is 0.92 milligrams per liter. The Surgeon General says fluoride prevents tooth decay, but too much can lead to fluorosis, a cosmetic condition that leaves lacy white markings on the teeth. Some link higher levels of fluoride to lower IQs. However, health officials say the science does not support those claims.
60 years ago, people in their 60s would have no natural teeth left. So we've made great progress on this. And we really want to be able to pursue the good news story, which is fluoride has prevented disease.
Now, right now, 75% of water sources fluorinate, including Water One, which serves most of Johnson County. In the newsroom, Lisa Benson, 41 Action News.
Her violin had to hold up inside a vacuum chamber to mimic the rigors of space.
What about just playing inside the capsule?
Like when you hold a violin, you can use gravity to keep it on your shoulder. I don't know how much of that I can control or adjust and use pressure from my fingers to hold it in place.
Finally, the big moment. The orchestra had assembled in Los Angeles. Groups of child musicians played from around the world. And soloist Sarah Gillis playing in a venue unlike any other, a space capsule orbiting more than 400 miles above Earth.
I think there's an opportunity to create something that can inspire a lot of people to have bigger dreams and pursue bigger goals.
From Earth, space flights launch humans into the cosmos. Sarah Gillis sent a piece of humanity back. For CBS Saturday Morning, I'm Mark Strassman in Los Angeles.
We haven't been paid in 2 weeks and we want our wages.
Wages? You want to be wage slaves? Answer me that.
No.
No, of course not. Well, what makes wage slaves? Wages.
The scenes which follow are taken from a communist propaganda film, now being shown in America for the first time.
CBS Television presents a special report on Sputnik 1, the Soviet space satellite. Douglas Edwards reporting.
Until 2 days ago, that sound had never been heard on this Earth. Suddenly, it has become as much a part of 20th century life as the whir of your vacuum cleaner. It's a report from man's farthest frontier, the radio signal transmitted by the Soviet Sputnik, the first man-made satellite as it passed over New York earlier today.
We didn't deny Sputnik was up. We didn't argue about the science or shrink our research and development budget. We built a space program almost overnight, and 12 years later we were walking on the moon.
All the pictures that they take, walking on the moon. I know that it's a fake, walking on the moon. They think they're so clever, walking on the moon. They can laugh forever, walking on the moon. sending people to outer space. No way, there's never gonna be a moon base. It's our fate, walking on the moon. So they say we're sending people to outer space. No way, there's never gonna be a moon base. It's our fate. All the pictures that they take, walking on the moon. I know that it's a thing, walking on the moon. They think they're so clever, walking on the moon. They can laugh forever, walking on the moon.
This is Douglas Edwards. Good evening.
This is the evil history of fluoride. Have you ever...